All right, welcome to this quick episode of the Grown Man Cypher. We're just going to go into MyFitnessPal, kind of do some screenshots, do a walkthrough. And, of course, this is just some basic info to get started using the FitnessPal app. It's always recommended you talk to a nutritionist or, a personal trainer. This is not in place of that. This is just a walkthrough. MyFitnessPal, if you're thinking about using it, I have definitely had great results from it. So I just wanted to share this with you, because even though it's something that's kind of easy, sometimes these things, even as we know they're easy, it's just another thing we have to do. And I think sometimes, I know for me, if I've got the right YouTube video or something to walk me through it, it's usually I'm more likely to do it faster than if I have to just go through and figure everything out myself. So hopefully this is helpful. So after downloading MyFitnessPal from the App Store and adding your info, setting your activity level and goals, you're going to add your current weight, your height, your age. You're going to pick an activity level, just be kind of honest with where you're at the moment, and after you do this, it's going to give you a calorie ratio that you're going to want to try to stay in within that day to meet your goals. And your goals could be to lose, maintain, or gain. And so it's going to give you that calorie count to kind of base off in a day. And then it's also going to give you all the percentages you need to hit your goals with your macronutrients to make sure you're getting the right fat, the right protein, the right amount of vitamins, calcium. It's got just pretty much everything you could think of. Once you get on there, it's pretty straightforward setting it up. Just follow the steps when you first open the app, and it should set up pretty quickly. Just going to ask you for some basic info. And like I said, then you enter your weight, your height, your age, your desired goals, and then it gives you the calorie count. So now that you have your macros, you've gone through that, you could hit pause on this, do that if you want to go ahead. Just download the app from the App Store, get set up. So now that you have your macros, so one idea that I liked when I was first doing research on this initially was just eat as you have been and track that for at least a few days, or even a week would be better, just to see where you're at currently with a calorie intake. And then you can compare that with what it's saying you should be at to where you want to be. So then you can see about, if you're too much, too little, and just you can start making adjustments. And I say a week just because you might have days, I know I have days where I'll eat more, have a more dense calorie day, where maybe it's a celebration, so I'm eating more dessert, or I'm eating pizza, and then the next day I'm kind of full from that day, so then I decide to eat kind of healthy because I want to kind of eat healthy because I just ate all this junk food the day before. So then I might eat 2/3 the amount of calories or half the amount of calories I ate from the day previous. It just depends. So then, that's why I say a week gives you a good amount of time to just see what a week looks like for your total calorie count. Because, you can base this off a day, you can base it off a week. You can, you don't have to just consistently meet these calorie and macros every day. And I mean, it's great, but it's, if you want to have a day where you're out on the friends on the weekend and you're going to consume a few more calories, and then on Monday, you're going to make up for that by maybe getting rid of the cream and sugar in your coffee, however you want to substitute or make it work. My favorite thing about using this is exactly where you're at. No guesswork, no unnecessarily starving yourself or crash diets. You can literally fine tune your eating to give you exactly what you need to meet your goals. And of course, activity and exercise are always good habits to go along with this. I really feel this is a great way to build a sustainable approach to eating. And after a while, I also feel it's more liberating than constricting because of how accurate and effective the macronutrients and calorie tracking can be. It puts you in the know for sure. You're seeing everything. It's right in front of you. You're not like, did I eat too much today? Should I not eat anything? I feel hungry. You're having those kind of feelings. There, you can just look and And you can also track your exercise in there. And if you have your phone in your pocket and you're walking, it can track your steps. So it'll track just the calories from you moving around throughout the day. But you can also, if you go to the gym and you track how many calories you burned in an exercise, you can add that into. And that's one thing that I was doing when I was trying to eat at calorie deficit, which I'm not recommending for everybody. That's definitely something you want to talk to a doctor or nutritionist about, but it was something I was doing. And what I was doing is I was exercising, but I wasn't eating back the calories I burned. I was just eating my allotted amount. Say it was 2,700 for the day or 3,000 for the day. I might burn 800 calories through walking and exercise, but I wasn't then replacing those calories because I was trying to eat at a calorie deficit for just my goals at that current moment. So right now I'm just trying to sustain and eat, my calories, and it kind of just goes like, I think on average I'm probably hitting them every day. Some days I'm eating less, some days I'm eating more, some days I'm right on par. So if I took a week average, it'd be right about there. And so I spend about maybe 3 minutes a day entering my food for the day. And you can scan barcodes, you can search generic or specific items, pretty much everything from large store, name brands, or small store local items are most likely in the system. And after you've entered them, once you've entered them, they'll auto-populate quick next time when you're entering them because you've entered them before. And you can also save meals. So yeah, it becomes a quicker process the more you use it, and just the more you get familiar with it. So that'll save a lot of time. And so if you can just be a little patient initially, I know you can get down to just a few minutes a day, and that's not bad considering how much time we spend driving to the gym, doing research on how to get fit, how to lose weight, trying new diets, stressing out about food. So let's just get into this. Look at how you initially set it up, setting your weight, your desired weight. And then, like I said, it's whether you want to lose, maintain, or gain. You could be in any situation. You set that up. You set how much you want to lose or gain, on a weekly basis or whatever. And then from there, it gives you your macronutrients and your calorie count. So we're going to watch that, and then we're going to go through, and I'm going to enter in 2 different days to give you 2 different examples of what I would normally eat in 2 different days of the week, and show you the totals of the macronutrients and the calorie and everything, and then also just show you how you can create a meal and add that meal. All right, so let's get into this. All right, here we go. So yeah, here's the home screen, and then we're going to go to goals, nutrition goals, and we're going to enter in our starting weight and our current weight. And this is, so you got your goal weight, your weekly goal. You can put maintain weight, you can put to lose weight, and how much you want to try to lose a week, and then you can enter your activity level. I've got it currently set as active. Next month I might up that, we'll see. I might just keep it at active. So there we go. I just want to do 0.5 pound per week because I'm not trying to go crazy. I'm just trying to go down 5 pounds, get to 175. All right, so that's all set. All right, so now we're going to go and we're going to enter a meal. So we hit the plus down here at the bottom, that blue plus right there. All right, so we're going to get ready to do that. So here's the screen where you can hit add food. We're going to hit plus right there. We're going to do food. I'm going to hit breakfast. So this would be after I've broken my fast. Breakfast, usually sometimes around 2 o'clock, and oatmeal is a thing I'll have regularly. So right here, 1/4 cup a serving. I'm having 4 of those. That's 2, yeah. See how many did I end up doing here? Okay, so 4, yeah. So that's 1 cup of oatmeal. So 1 dry cup of oatmeal so far. Then we're going to add some eggs. You saw I just typed in eggs. Found the ones that I'm using. I'm adding 2 eggs to my oatmeal for some protein. All right, I'm going to add another item. We got some brown sugar. I use some brown sugar for the sweetener. You could use maple syrup if you're on the Whole30, or if you're just trying to do something different. Then I had some currants, some dried currants that I'd gotten. So I've been trying to use those up. And I think, okay, about 1/4 cup of that. So that's pretty much breakfast right there. So that's 638 calories so far. All right. And then I ate that around 2, so I wasn't hungry for quite a while. And I got busy doing stuff. I'm working on music. I'm working on the podcast. I'm doing things, like I said, like we said in the episode before this, if you get busy doing things, you can push those meals out or just get over those hunger spikes. You definitely don't want to pass out, but you don't want to do anything that's unsafe. But you can get to the point where you recognize these hunger spikes. So right here, I was looking for the pizza, right? And you kind of saw I was having a hard time finding it there. And the thing is sometimes it won't, even if it doesn't pop up, you can just type it in and it's search, because if it's not something you've searched for in the past, it's not going to pop up. But once you search for it, it's going to be there next time. So right there, look at in the way I initially found that, I typed in cornmeal pizza because I couldn't remember how to spell the brand, and then the brand popped up at the top from that search, and then I was able to just type the brand in. But now that pizza is always going to be there. So whenever I go to hit search and I type a V in, it's just going to, Vicola is going to pop up. So right there, I ate the whole pizza, 1,500 calories, right? It's just a personal pizza, but still, it could serve two. But I'm 6'3", 180. I ate the whole thing. It's only my second meal of the day. Oh yeah, and then I'm going to add in my oat milk from my coffee. I do better with non-dairy, so I typically do oat milk. But if I get some of that awesome creamer from work for free, then yeah, I'll be using some dairy every once in a while, but typically oat milk. All right, so I did that, added that in. So that was 4 fluid ounces just to my coffee. I don't put my coffee in. You can if you want to keep track of your coffee, but there's no calories there, so I'm adding it. And then I had a snack. I had 2 pieces of gluten-free toast, New Cascadia. So that's 220 calories, and then I had 2 tablespoons of butter on it right there. So for that, and you know what, I just did this, I didn't have my phone on me for the exercise, so I definitely throughout the day I'm going to burn at least 200 some calories just walking around basic stuff, and that's without exercise. So I would have been pretty much on point if I would have had my exercise there. But you can kind of see what I did. And now we're going to go to the nutrition here, and you can see I was under on my protein, over on my carbs, under on my fiber, under on my sugar, so that's not so bad. But a lot of these things, I wasn't hitting them quite where I want them, right? I'm over on the fat. But, that's a typical day. That's just being honest, right? The oatmeal's not so bad. The pizza's not something I'm going to eat on an everyday basis. You know what I mean? So I kind of nailed my calorie count, but I didn't necessarily probably eat the things that were going to give me all the macronutrients that I wanted. Okay, so yeah, let's go to another day. So I ate pizza that day before. I went a little over, but like I said, I would have gotten some exercise. And I'm going to go to a meals here. So I'm going to give you an example, like you can save a meal. So this is just something that I would typically eat, and this is how you can save time. So whenever you add up a breakfast, you can go down to the bottom 3 dots there and hit save as a meal. And then it'll be there next time. Oh, I ate the same thing. I'm just going to click the meal, done. All right. So then later on the day, I had a snack, had some protein, I had some pastrami. I think I did 4 ounces. Yeah, so 2 servings because it's 2 ounces a serving. So I put 2 because I had 4 ounces. All right, so I had that. And then we're going to go to dinner. And so, yeah, so I did some chicken thighs. And you can type chicken thighs bone in, skin on, and you'll find it. You can type in the brand. You can just type in chicken thighs, basic chicken thighs. So right there, I'm going to click on those. 6 ounces a piece. I ate 2 of them. So there's 2 chicken thighs so far for dinner. All right, jasmine rice. Boom, and it was already there because you can see it auto-populated instantly because I've typed it in before. I could have clicked on it even sooner. So I kind of went through this slow so I could narrate it as I do over here for you guys. All right, so there's my serving of jasmine rice. And then some Normandy vegetables, the carrots, the broccoli, the mixture, the zucchini. So not quite 3 cups. That was what I used last time. So 2 cups. That's the other thing. It saves the portion that you did last time too. So if you eat the same portion every time, it's even faster. So I'm saying the more you use this, the more it gets to know you and your things. It's just quicker and quicker. So I had some teriyaki sauce for the chicken. So yeah, you can just search the generic ones here. That's what I'm saying too. If you look at the serving size on a lot of these, the calorie content's going to be the same. The macronutrients might not be the same because some might have less sugar. But if you have to just find one, you can just find a general one if you have to. It's better than not counting it at all. But, Yoshida's, I'm in the Northwest, going to represent Yoshida's, teriyaki, add that in. All right. So look at that. I had oatmeal. I had some pastrami for a snack. Had like a full-on dinner, 2 chicken thighs, rice, and vegetables. Now I'm going to have some dessert because people have dessert. I'm not going to front like I don't eat dessert sometimes. Won't be eating this dessert next month, but I ate it this time. All right, so I added that in. And look, I had the ice cream, Tillamook ice cream, I think is what I had. And look, I still have 403 remaining. Plus, like I said, I didn't have the phone on me. The exercise walking didn't get tracked. So just walking, I would have, at least 200-300 calories from walking, right? Okay, I'm going to add in my organic oat milk too, right? Get it all in there. So I could have eaten another 338 calories, still been at a deficit. But look, at my protein was over, which I'm happy about. I'm okay with getting more protein. My carbs were under, which I'm typically happy about, but I'm under, so I couldn't eat more. I could have eaten more carbs. My fiber was under, I'd like to get that up. My sugar was under, I'm happy with that. Fat under, I'm happy with that. But you could eat more fat dense foods. If you're looking at this for yourself, you could be like, oh, I could have eaten a little bit more fat today. I could have had a couple extra tablespoons of olive oil. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, anyways, that just gives you kind of an example of how to run through, and you can like view from a day to day. So if you do this from a week period, you could just see where you at the end of a week. And sometimes I like to just go off a week because I know I'm going to have certain days where I want to eat certain foods and certain days where I'm going to be fine just doing intermittent fasting till 2 p.m. and then eating, some healthy meals throughout the day and saving up for when I want to treat myself. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. We got links in the description if you want to go straight to the app, and go ahead and check our other 2 episodes, and stay tuned as we lead up to the Whole30 in April, and we'll see you soon. All right, peace.